Gentlemen, follow me. So, Sir Hans, allow me to...
Hold on, Sir Ulrich. If you think everything is settled between us, and we're going to act like nothing happened, then you're mistaken.
Sir?
You were going to have me executed a short while ago. I expect a proper apology.
Then please accept my apology once more, sir. But given the circumstances...
Given the circumstance? What circumstances?
Sir, poaching is a capital offence.
And are you the king? That you can hand down death sentences? No, you are not. What's more, you had plenty of reasons to realise it wasn't a good idea.
Sir, I could not have realised that.
You couldn't have realised? Yes, you could, but then you wouldn't have been able to play the Lord and stage private executions.
Sir, once more I apologise. And now, please allow me to show you to your quarters.
I wouldn't dream of inconveniencing you. I'll find my quarters by myself. Henry, once you're done with that annoying fool, get your horse and we'll meet at the gate.
Well, it seems Lord Capon will not be requiring my services anymore today. Silence is golden, eh? Nevertheless, welcome to Trotsky, the finest and biggest castle you shall ever see. Rumor has it that the castle was built on the jaws of hell, and that we're sometimes plagued by demons here. But don't believe a word of it. It's just idle talk to excuse the servants' laziness and incompetence. It's demanding enough keeping everything here running smoothly without any of that. It requires a man of exceptional qualities and talents. By the way, this place is a maze for strangers. It's very easy to get lost.
Look out!
Pardon me.
Jesus Christ be praised.
The jail cells are down there. But I believe you are already fairly well acquainted with that part of the castle, aren't you?
Unless you're planning to accommodate me in the dungeons, I'm not interested.
Be at ease, we're almost there. Here it is. You'll find a bed inside, opposite the door, and a chest where we put your belongings. You'll find some new clothing there, a little gift from our gracious lord, to ensure you're not mistaken for a beggar again. Once you're settled in and properly dressed, stop by the stables. They're beyond the gate, down the path. Ask for Kabat. He was supposed to prepare a horse and tack for you.
Good. I don't think I could stomach much more of your company.
Likewise. So, you and I are finished, and I can finally attend to some proper work, so this castle doesn't fall on our heads.
Greetings. Do you need something?
A horse, Kabat. I want a horse.
Well, fuck me blind. A while ago you brought me horseshoes and now you get your own horse. I'm amazed. I've got Herring here all ready and waiting for you. He ain't the fastest, but he'll work his little heart out and he'll keep going for fucking ages. And he's a well-behaved, smart animal as well. An honest stock, too. From the Sameen stud farm. Not one of them stolen nags that's seen around these parts. I've heard that wind is blowing from them dodgy nomads.
There are nomads around here.
Aye. I hear their camp is somewhere in the rocks by Rock Tower Pond. They've got horses there. God knows how they came by them.
Well, useful to know. So I can avoid such places.
Well, let's not forget about your horse. He's there in the stables, so go and get him. You do know how to ride, don't you?
Don't worry. I'm right at home with horses. The main thing is to spur him on as fast as he can go. And when he can't keep it up, press him on, so he'll endure more next time. Spurs are a horseman's best friend.
Christ, fella, you don't know shit. It's a shame I have to give Herring to the likes of you. He deserves a better master. Now listen well, or I'll put the spurs into you. The first thing is, pet him now and again when you're in the saddle. Then he'll be calmer, looser. Actually, best do that as soon as you mount him. Once you're mounted, don't drive him too much over tough terrain. He won't trot too good and he won't move too fast neither. After all, the roads ain't for show. And horses ain't stupid, mind. If you leave him standing around, he'll most likely go and find a place he likes. A trough where he can drink or maybe some pasture. So don't be surprised if you leave him alone and then can't find him afterwards.
All right. I'll bear that in mind.
And of course, the horse needs good kit, no more than yourself. Saddle, bridle, horseshoes. I've prepared some decent tack for you, so I don't get my arse whipped for not treating his lordship's honoured guest right. Mistakes don't go unpunished here. You can tack him up yourself, right?
Sure. Thanks.
Farewell.
Look out!
Come on then. A ride in the fresh air will do us both a world of good. I'm glad you're here. I needed to catch a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to here with that Chamberlain Stuffenberg or whatever the bastard's name is.
Aye. Whenever I see him, I feel like giving him a smack in the mouth as well.
Or 5. Which reminds me. Look, I know I behaved like an idiot, but...
Nah, don't worry about it. It's water under the bridge.
I'm in your debt. Talking of debts, there's one more we need to settle. Both of us. That herb-woman, Bojena, really helped us after that ambush. If it hadn't been for her, we wouldn't have survived.
Aye. You're right.
I gave her my word. And the word of a noble must be kept, as we both know.
You're right. That's only proper.
Therefore, I entrust you with that, on behalf of both of us. Give her our sincerest thanks, along with this. That ought to repay our debt royally.
Your wish is my command, sir.
As soon as we get back from Nabokov. It's high time we set out so we can get back before nightfall. Carpe diem.
I'm ready.
Let's mount up then.
a bad constellation at the moment. That churns up the black bile and makes you ill.
It's nice to be out under the open sky. I was feeling really cramped in those gloomy corridors up there. But I can't deny, this is a real fucking castle. I've never seen anything like it before. Perkstein is just a little fortress in comparison. Von Berghoff certainly knows how to make an impression.
That's true. Von Berghoff must be loaded.
I expect the office of the Royal Chamberlain is a nice earner. Or maybe he shits gold ingots. Fuck. This place makes me feel queasy. Memento mori. I could have croaked here and gone off to join my old man in eternity. God rest his soul.
Watch
And
where
he'd
you're
ask me,
going!
"So, son, what great deeds have you achieved in life?" And I'd have to tell him, "Well, Pa, I fucked everything up royally, and then they hanged me for poaching." Christ on a stick. I can't have that. When I go to the next life, I need to have something better to tell. A whole lot better.
You could tell him about me. How I served you loyally, for which you made me a knight and gave me a magnificent castle. Almost like this one here.
Aye, right, a fairy tale about a bold but uppity blacksmith. Just what Pa would like to hear. Damn it. I need to get my mind on other things and get the feeling I'm living. Let's really spur these horses on, eh? What'd you say?
How could I refuse you anything?
There's a junction beyond Troskowitz with a roadside chapel. Whoever reaches it first wins. So, get ready, forward!
Quick! Gah!
Give it all you've got!
Go!
Go! Show what you're made of!
Quick! Gah! Quick! Quick!
Faster! Faster!
Come on! Go! Ka! 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 Quick!
Henry? Christ, yeah. Oh, I needed that. My head feels a lot clearer now.
I'm glad to hear it.
Thanks for riding with me, old pal.
I think nothing of it. But watch out next time. I won't hold back.
You never give up. That's what I like most about you.
So, what now, Hans?
Like I say, I can see everything clearer now. And the thing that's clearest to me is I won't be trifled with anymore. I'm the Lord of fucking Perkstein. Let everyone know who they have the honor of addressing.
I'm with you on that, noble sir.
Splendid. So, forward to Nabokov. The sooner we get that out of the way, the sooner we can finally start dealing with more important matters. O dentes fortuna juvat! We turn right here.
I'm glad you feel better.
So am I, my friend. So am I. We still have lots to do before we go back to Ratai. And I was afraid, you know, that I'd fuck it up. And I almost did, but I'm not afraid anymore. Now I see it as an opportunity and a challenge. Any old fool can manage simple tasks. But ones. They require a man like Sir Hans Capon of Leipa and Perkstein.
And Henry of Skalitz.
Aye, he faces the hardest tasks of all.
I was thinking about our mission. What do you think of our prospects with von Berghoff?
Well, we haven't got off to the best start, have we? But I'll do everything in my power to ensure we succeed. Hanush, Radzig and Jobst are depending on us. If they thought it was a lost cause, they wouldn't have sent me. They'd have sent, you know, someone less important. That's diplomacy in a nutshell. If you're serious about something, you send someone important to add gravity and show respect.
You didn't answer my question.
I did. You just didn't realize. All right, I'll explain. According to what Hanush told me before we set out, von Berghoff is no fool. Quite the opposite. Persuading him won't be easy. We have to show him he has more to gain than to lose with us.
What does he have to gain?
That's what we have to work out. But sometimes gaining something is less important than not losing what you have. We should be able to agree on that.
So, we're here. What now, Sir Hans?
Now, I expect someone will come to greet us. And hopefully not like they did in Trotsky.
Hey, so Yaromir don't receive visitors. You'll have to leave.
I beg your pardon. See to it that he receives me immediately.
Can't be done. Sorry about that.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Leipa, and I am here with a message from Lord von Berghoff. So get to it. And if you keep me waiting here much longer, you'll be sorry.
Please be patient for a while, sir.
My word. You got a sharp tongue sometimes. But what if he won't receive us?
He will. Just wait and see.
Come along. Sir Yaromir will be here any moment.
See?
The Lord Jesus Christ be praised.
Forever and ever.
Please excuse our precautions, gentlemen. These are evil times. Well then, Yaromir of Nabokov at your service. And whom do I have the honor of welcoming to my humble seat?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I am honored, Sir Yaromir. Sir Otto von Berghoff asked me to convey to you his cordial greetings, and to parley with you in the matter of the security of this domain.
Certainly, certainly. These are troubled times indeed. Please accept my hospitality, sir. You're surely thirsty after your journey, and you'll have greater comfort in the tower.
An excellent idea. If I may ask that our horses may not be neglected either.
Pelzel, you heard his lordship.
But I've already got 15 animals to deal with. Why doesn't Hurtle do it?
Hurtle has other duties. Stop griping and get to it.
15 horses! My word, sir. You must be doing all right for yourself.
Not entirely. But fortune smiled on me for once at least.
On me too, one could say. I suppose she's doing the rounds in these parts. So, tell me, sir, how did you achieve what you have?
Well, it's a long, complicated story. But I'm guessing von Berghoff didn't send you here to find out how well off I am. Or did he?
No, he didn't. I apologize, Sir Yaromir. So, let's proceed to the real reason he sent us. Henry, be prepared. I won't keep Sir Yaromir very long.
Certainly.
Michael, you take Henry here under your wing and make sure he's well taken care of.
Certainly. Henry, eh? Michael's my name, and I welcome you to our little place. It's not the fanciest fortress ever, but you know, I like it here. It serves us well. How was your journey? All good?
The journey was all right, but monotonous. I'm rattled from riding, and my arse hurts.
Well, I'm sure you're glad to be at the end of your ride, eh? You'll get some rest here. I'll see to that. But I must say, my throat is dry. And maybe yours too, eh? Come along with me. We'll soon fix that. I'll make you feel at home and we can have a chat. As I said, the fortress may be small, but the work never stops. Right now, we're repairing the fortifications down there. Don't look I was looking after your horse. We're rolling some dice, eh? We've got none of guesswork, so don't all be shy. Invite him to play if he finds
Good to
himself
see
at
ya.
a loose end. At least he'll show you how your betters play.
Right you are, Michael. You can rely on me.
And you, Ertl, have you got shit for brains? You've got a guess, for fuck's sake.
I'm sorry, Michael. I didn't know.
Shut your gob and attend to your duties.
Right, I'm going.
So you've heard then. I hope you won't disappoint Zwerk and pass some time with him.
I'd love to have a game.
Glad to hear it. You're a good lad. I can tell just by looking at you. Zwerk has some polished badges. I'm sure he'd love to take a look at yours. You'll find him over there at the table. He's there pretty much all day. I'll keep telling him. Your arse
Are you
will wear
being
a hole
cautious
down there
or
one day,
cowardly?
and you'll fall down in it. Dice and all. But now to the important business. There's a bite to eat on the table and something to wash it down with, so help yourself. And I'll be happy to chew the fat. I'm sure you've got loads of stories.
Maybe another time. I'm not hungry right now.
What? Any idea what that was? I'll go there. And I thought someone was creeping around here. Good day to you. What would you like?
Tell me, how's life in the fortress?
Nothing much. The days drag on, one much like another. What's worse, today I copped a shit job. Here with all the shit. But tomorrow will be better. I'm going on a patrol around the local area. I can't wait.
I know what you mean. What's your job today?
The prisoners?
You have prisoners?
Aye. Why else would I be standing here?
Good point. Who are the poor sods?
A couple of poachers. They're waiting to see what his lordship will do to them. Take care, friend.
It's just you.
Well, Henry,
I feel a lucky roll coming up. Shall we play?
What game would you like to play?
Now how about novices?
Let's play.
I'm seriously curious about you, lad.
I hear you're a keen dice player.
you heard damn right. All that traveling must have worn you right out. Take the weight off your feet then, and we'll shake and roll while you wait for your lord. I play for high stakes and all. I have some lovely badges too, if you're interested.
How about trying your luck at dice?
What game would you like to play?
Now how about novices?
Let's play.
Maybe you're not playing for the first time, but you can't beat me. If you want to repeat that, I'd be more than glad.
I heard Lord von Berghoff himself sent you. So, what has he sent you with?
That's for their lordships to know. Not me.
Aye. No one tells us commoners anything. Typical lords. But you must have heard something. You know how it goes. You've got ears, ain't you?
Well, if you ask me, von Berghoff wants to strike at the bandits. So he's putting an army together.
Now you're talking. It's about time. They've been causing trouble around these parts as well. How many men does Lord von Berghoff have?
He's got some, but definitely less than he'd like to. That's why we're here.
Well, hopefully enough. I bet my left nut Lord Yaromir will send me. Tell me one thing, though, because I can't wrap my head around it. Why didn't von Berghoff send one of his own instead of some Lord of Pirkstein and his escort?
Well, I suppose he wanted to show respect to Lord Yaromir. So he didn't send just anyone.
Ah, the way of the nobles. Not something I know much about, but you do, it seems. So your master, Lord Capon of Pirkstein, is somehow significant.
One day he'll inherit several castles and a lot of wealth.
Well, best stick with him until that happens. And you're his what? Page? Servant?
His escort. I give advice when he asks for it, but mostly I take care of his security.
Fair enough. I get it. I used to travel with Lord Yaromir, but he barely travels these days, so I don't get out much.
Lord Capon is always getting up to something.
Well, I envy you a bit. But hey, we've had a nice chat. And since you're here, what would you say to a bit of a friendly duel? You've got time to kill, and me too. Let's do something to shorten it. We can do something dignified. We'll clash arms for the glory of our masters. You for yours, me for mine.
I accept your offer. I'd fight for Lord Capon any time and any place.
Then you're the right man in the right place. Get your kit ready, and we can get stuck in.
Let's do it, Michael.
You don't have to ask twice. We've got some blunt old weapons for practice here, so we'll use them. We don't want to hack each other to pieces, do we?
That's sensible.
We'll do it in the little courtyard behind the gate. Tell me what weapon you want, and we'll get cracking.
Give me a longsword.
You must fancy yourself a master swordsman. I can't wait to see what you can do with it. Give me a moment. I'll put my gear on.
Fight for us, Michael.
Lad, careful with that iron. Who do you think will have to repair it?
We're good.
Yeah, I'd say. I haven't had such instruction The good name of Lord Yaramir has been defended. But you defended Lord Capons too. You fought well. If you're feeling a bit sore, go and see Klara. She'll be in that house beneath the smithy beyond the gate, I reckon. She'll be happy if you show her where it hurts. I might have said this already, but if you've got nothing on your plate, you can have a game of dice's work. Or try Pelzel in the stables. I'm sure he'd love to show you how we hold races to pass the time. And if you want to train some other battle skills, you can practice archery with Mark. I reckon you'll find him on the gate.
Greetings. Sir, I watched your duel against Michael. It was amazing. Don't take your defeat to heart. Michael's pretty tough. None of the men here can match him.
Aye. I found out the hard way.
But they usually get battered even worse. You really made him work for his victory, didn't you?
I did my best. And that's why I'm here, in fact. You knocked me about a bit. I was wondering if you'd take a look at my wounds, if you've got a moment.
That's what I'm here for. Show me so I know if I need to apply ointment, stitches, or the saw.
It surely won't be all that bad.
Don't worry, Sir Knight. You'll live here in one piece. Well, I've done what I could. Better now?
Aye. Much better. Thanks a lot.
I'm glad. Will you tell me who you are?
Henry. Lord Capon's retainer. We're on a mission from Lord Bombergov.
Oh, I'm Klara. Nice to meet you, Sir Knight.
My sword is at your service, miss.
Blimey! No one's ever said anything like that to me before. But it's not your sword I need so much as your legs.
My legs?
I have to go and get fresh herbs for our sick folks. It's not far, but I'll be grateful for an escort and protector. And if you tell me about your chivalrous deeds, it'll shorten the time.
I'll be happy to. At least I'll get to explore the Nabokov surroundings.
The countryside's pretty round here, but it won't be a long walk. I'll just pick some herbs in the glade. Shall we go? Our little fortress doesn't impress you much, I suppose. You must be used to real castles. Actually, that's why I'm so pleased you're here. A bit of excitement at last. Tell me more about knights. Or better still, about yourself. Where have you been? What have you seen?
Once, I was on the trail of this scoundrel, but the sly fox hid in the cloisters of Sasau Monastery. So I had to become a novice to track him down.
Good heavens! So you're actually a monk?
No. I entered the monastery under a false name, so I'd say I'm not a real monk.
That's good to know. Tell me more, please.
In the hills above Sasau River, I discovered the enemy's hidden camp. I told the lords about it, and they assembled a force. Just like Lord Bombergov is doing now. We approached under cover of darkness and attacked.
Clever. And how did it work out? Do tell.
I myself led the attack and fought my way to the main tent. That night I fought like Alexander the Great himself.
I don't know this Alexander of yours, but he sounds like a real knight. Thank you for telling me your stories. It's nothing like my life. I just patch up the lads when they come back cut up and bruised, like last time. But I have other talents too.
Horses here, more in the stables, and a big corral with even more outside the village. That's a lot more than I'd expect here. I wonder where Lord Nebat got them all. Maybe that Pelzel will know.
Don't you dare hurt me with that thing! There you go. This really is a lovely spot. If it was up to me, I'd just lie down in the grass and take it easy. But I can't.
Why not?
I have to gather herbs to treat the wounded. When the ointments and concoctions run out, they reach for the liquor. And if his lordship found out I was dawdling, he'd have my guts for garters.
Does Sir Yaramir treat you badly?
Not at all. He's a good master, but strict, I can't lie. Still, now you're here, you can help me with those herbs. Then maybe we'll find a moment.
For dawdling? I can.
Maybe I'll tell you some stories in return.
Sure. I'll be glad to help. What do you need?
I need marigold, a lot of it ideally. Then poppy and some sage. It all grows in the glade here, but sometimes it takes a while to find.
All right. I'll be right back.
Thank you. I'll wait here. I apologize.
I've got everything.
Wonderful. Thanks a lot. You've really helped me out.
You promised you'd tell me something.
I will, don't worry. But first I want to show you something. Hurry.
Now tell me what's so important that you couldn't tell me back there in the glade.
I wanted to give you a riddle.
A riddle? Why?
You'll know soon enough. Now listen. I bloom in silence, a petal's grace, a delicate charm in a hidden place, a whispered scent, a subtle ploy. What am I, elusive and coy? Solve this riddle, unlock the joy.
The only petal I see here is called Klara.
The right answer. And now for your reward. Now, Henry, and thanks for your help. Thanks for the herbs. And the rest.
Lord be with you.
Lovely horses you have here.
Aye, right beauties, ain't they?
There must be more of them than men in the fortress. That many horses must have cost a fortune.
That's right. Sir Yaramir had a stroke of luck.
What stroke of luck was that?
Look, this is Noble's business. I shouldn't go flapping my lips about it.
So there is something dodgy about it, eh?
Bollocks! It's all above board, especially our horses. Why not do something for your own lord's honour instead of insulting my lord's honour? We sometimes have this little race. You've got a horse, so you can show us your riding skills, eh?
I'll show you, provided you tell me the truth about the horses afterwards.
All right, it's a deal. The race is from here to Nabokov Mill. That's down the path there and to the right after the little bridge. At the mill, there's this granary in front of the dike, and behind that, a willow tree. You go between the granary and the willow, and then back to the fortress. First one back here wins. You'll be taking on Hurtle. He's our best horseman, so you'll have your work cut out. None of us can beat him, but if you manage to, fuck it. I'll give you one of our finest saddles, whatever the cost.
That's fair. Let's do it.
Great. I'll call Hurtle and you can get cracking.
Ja! Quick! Quick! Go! Quick! Ka! Go! Quick! Hup! 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 Ka! Quick! Quick! Ka! Keep it up. Go! Quick! Ka! Quick! Go! Quick! Whoa!
Well, you gave it a go, but Hurtle's just too good. Don't take it to heart, but I reckon you could beat him. If you want another try, just say the word. Getting away from his guard duty for a race will make Hurtle's day.
I want to hear about the horses. The race was nice, but now I'm all the more interested in where Lord Nebak got such fine horses from.
Well, if you won't take no for an answer, well, lucky for him, but not so lucky for others. We came across a bunch of them bandits who prey on folk here. We tore into them and hacked them to pieces. A couple of our lads didn't make it. God rest their souls. But we kicked their asses, and we took their horses. They had loads of them. Who knows where they got them, but that's by the by now.
Where did you fight with them?
Not far from the stream that feeds into Nabokov Pond. They were just watering their horses when we charged them.
Good for you.
Too right. It wasn't easy.
I see. Take good care of those horses, then.
I will. And if you don't have a sore ass from the saddle, we can have another round. Getting away from his guard duty and having a race would make Hurtle's day. Hurtle was first.
Pwah! What does that Pelzer eat? His breath stinks. I don't want to pry, Michael, but Sir Yaramir said he had some luck with horses. That sounds interesting.
Nothing interesting about it. His lordship's affairs are a long story, and a dull one at that.
Well, if there's one thing Lord Capon taught me, it's that noblemen's affairs are never dull.
If you insist, well, you're in for a disappointment. There's nothing interesting about it. Sir Yaramir had these relatives, and they died, God rest their souls, and his lordship inherited some land, but they couldn't give it to him or something, so they gave him horses instead, to make up the amount owed. See? Complicated and dull, but all above board.
You were right. That's nobleman's business for you.
Just so. I wish you a blessed evening.